man. So I used to know this guy. I still know him, I guess. But he was this black dude from East Oakland, and he was going to college with me and stuff. And I knew him like
whoa. Hold on, no, just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I was. He would always like, but he was like a tech bro, like a super tech bro and shit, like great media guy and all that kind of stuff. And he had like a bunch of social media accounts, whatever the new social media was, he'd have that. Especially like his favorite was Tumblr.
Yeah,
remember Tumblr?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever have one?
No.
You didn't tumble? No. Okay. I had one, but it was like as soon as I got on here, I was like, "This is oh my god!" Like, yeah, you know,
I've definitely been on Tumblr before and shit.
Sure,
yeah,
sure, of course. Yeah. But with this dude, like, he used to like get pussy off of Tumblr. Like, it was the fucking funny, like, real shit. Because ironically, people went to Tumblr, like, a lot of it was like for fucking like free porn, basically. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why a lot of people had it and stuff.
It was like early OnlyFans.
Like hell, a long ass time ago, like fucking damn near high school and shit. And like, so people would do that. But with this dude, he would like legitimately fuck off of like a Tumblr reblog posts. Like, he'd be like, I'd be like, "What's up, man?" He goes, "Man, this chick on my Tumblr, man. I don't know. She's talking kind of crazy. I might have to go fuck her." Like, you know what I mean? Like, he would say that. It was the funniest thing in the world because I'm just like, nice. Who could ever lead that off? Like, chick off my Tumblr, man. Like, it was the best. It was so funny, man. Like, he liked traditional Indian women. Like, and I'm not talking about like the celebrity ones that like, you know, a lot of people are attracted to, but like he would just be like, I don't want to, the way I describe it's going to be racist as fuck, but let's just let our,
well, I was going to say, I like Indian women. What the fuck are you on about?
I'm just,
you're talking about, you mean
I don't want to explain it. That's the thing. I know what you're saying, and that's not what I'm saying.
You're not talking about you're not talking about like the Bollywood movie stars.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about just like, you know, one like American, like I'm talking about like ones where everyone would be like, "Yo, really?" Like an Indian dude would be like, "For real, bro?" Like, like, you know what I mean? Like that. Okay, so I'm just saying that. Like, and again, maybe that's bad tying that with traditional, but still. Anyways, so he would do that, like, and it was definitely on some like submit to your husband type shit. Like that was what he like envied, was like, like they get down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just nuts.
So submit to your husband. Oh, okay. I think it meant the other way around. Like he liked getting like
submit to. No, but not even in a sexual way. I mean, like submit, like you know, may I speak, like that type of thing.
Word.
That's kind of where it came from a little bit. Just hearing other takes from him. But what I found funny was there was a girl in school, and she was just not good looking. I mean, you know what I mean? Not good looking. Happened to be Indian, so that's how I'm gonna describe it.
Okay.
And she
what are you saying, bro? No,
exactly. I know. And Cass cold. Yeah. And she ended up she ended up like being like fucking around with like a bunch of dudes like at the department we were in and stuff like that, like a bunch of dudes, and we were all just like, damn, like taking L's. And then so like we're laughing, we're like, man, we're making jokes and all that kind of stuff, and he's with us, right? He's smoking with us the whole time, this dude. And he's like this and he's like that, and then like it got silent for like a couple minutes, and then he goes, "So should we fucking or what?" Like, I'm just like, damn. And I'm pretty sure he was like, damn, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was so funny, dude. Like the taste that he had, man. It was like, wow.
God, let's get him on the pod, dude. That's what
I would love to. I don't want to like I don't want to necessarily dox myself by saying his name, because I'd love to give him props, dude. Like, 'cause he's like legit like a video film guy, just mastermind. You know what I mean? Like, so good. Made documentaries and all that kind of stuff.
That's cool.
But anyways, how are you doing? How you been?
I'm good. Yeah. Nothing much different.
You got the neo soul hat, like you play like bass in a neo soul band or something.
It's been raining, dude. Hella crazy.
No, I mean, like, it's like this is a new look that I like. I'm not gonna lie. For me, I mean,
this hat's like fucking paper thin. It's dope.
No, you seriously look like the guy who's like, you know, you joined the like Raphael Sadiq band, you know, in the 90s, and they're like, he's like, how do I fit in? And he's like, puts that on, like, and
change my whole look.
Everyone's just like, fuck yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it fits in. Like, he gets down, man. Like, he gets down. But it's raining over there.
It was raining so fucking nutty, and my truck has a leak in the top windshield, so everything just gets soaked in like the fucking front. So, but it's whatever. It's kind of builds character, you know. Fucking.
That's all.
Yeah. So
it does build character. That's what they say about that.
Yeah. But yeah, just I gotta get that fixed soon. It's kind of like one of those trucks. Well, it's my dad's old truck, and it's one of those ones that's like
I've seen
it's
it.
dope as fuck, but it's got a lot wrong with it. So it's like at that point where
Sounds
you might
like me, man.
yeah, yeah. But you might as well just sink a bunch of money into it. You know what I mean? You just might as well, like, rather than try and sell it and get like $2,000 for it or some bullshit.
Are you a car bro? Like at all? Like, can you like get down under the hood?
Nah, like
I can't.
nah. I found the best mechanic of my life up here though. Like he's like a traveling guy, and he he's like
mechanic, a new novel from such and that's what that traveling mechanic from Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah. He does house calls though, he does.
I bet. Yeah,
he's dope. And I've he brought that truck back to life, and for like cheap too. He doesn't overcharge. And I brought him to friends that are like, hey, should I buy this car? I'm like, let my bro inspect it. And he's like, nah, I don't get it. It is
my cousin's like that, dude. It's the best. That's better than being good at cars. It's being related to someone who's a master.
Oh yeah.
We'll do it for free. Or if you like, my cousin was like, he just want like a fucking 30, like he'd want like a couple 12 packs of like Sierra Nevada. Like he'd just be like regular old pale. I'm like, oh, you're really killing me with this one.
Yeah,
$33.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? Make it 2 packs. I'm like, oh no, oh fuck.
It's funny you mentioned. It's funny you mentioned that because my dude came and he like right when my truck was like finishing up and he fixed it like a couple months back and he I think he like. I picked him up or he walked over. Oh no, he drove the truck to another spot because he needed to use one of their machines,
Mm-hmm.
and like to fuck with the engine because he didn't have that, traveling or whatever.
Right.
And so at the end, I'm like, dude, do you need like a ride back home or anything? And like, he's like, no, I'm in the neighborhood, like, which is true, he's in the neighborhood. And I'm like, are you sure, dude? Like, I'm right here. We could just drive there.
Let's test out the thing you just fixed.
Yeah. And he's like, no, we're good. I'm cool, man. And I'm like, okay. And then like I start like I whip around and I drive around the block a few times and go up and down the street and then go down the street one more time and he's like coming from the Fred Meyer with like 2 fat, like I paid him cash and he just comes with 2 fat like giant like 18 packs of beer. I'm like, I know we caught eyes. We caught eyes. I was in the truck and I was like, yo, what's up, dude? Yeah,
it's like some Curb Your Enthusiasm shit. Like, like that. Like it's exactly shop at Fred Meyer's, not Nordstrom. Plot twist.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Nordstrom.
Only 5 people will understand that reference, but
got a lot of weed. Love my supplier, dude.
Fuck the blood out of my supplier. So
we need to do. That episode is coming, dude. And they're just fucking 2-hour long.
Yeah, I gotta have a guest for that one. I gotta have like a true Bay like not like a legend. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody who's just like an encyclopedia.
Not white. Yeah. Let's just be real.
Where my Filipino no, I'm kidding. But no, exactly. That's kind of what I was getting at. But I just want like another like in case I get some facts wrong too. You know? Because there's definitely like some of the like shit like with the romper room and stuff that I wouldn't be able to like get right, because I know some people do. Like I'd work in a warehouse and I'd say something about Mac Dre, they're like, actually that's not true. Talk to that dude at the 76 station in 1997 over there in Vallejo, and and like you're just like, oh, all right, I guess I'm fucking wrong. Yeah.
We need Doobie on the pod, dude. We need fucking Doobie.
He's fresh out.
Really?
FPDs, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. God. No, he went down for a while. Yeah. What? But no, there was that huge drug bust. You didn't hear about that one? It was like the fucking huge like ecstasy pill raid and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
It was a while. No, I'm saying it was a while ago because he just got out not long ago.
But I thought I'd seen him in interviews like in the last couple of years and shit.
I mean, when I guess he didn't just get out, but it's like he was down for a while. Maybe it was a couple years ago. But yeah.
What, imagine going to prison for ecstasy? But that should be legal, dude. Like, come on. What the fuck?
Remember that? Is it true? Because I don't know if this is true. You remember like, because I used to mess around with them from time to time, but you'd hear people say like, "Hey, one of these is manslaughter, bro, per pill, manslaughter per pill." And I'm like, is that like I mean, I guess they obviously don't charge you with manslaughter. I just mean like it's that
equivalent.
Yeah, because there are shrooms. They used to say it about that too, and I'm like, is this just what you say about drugs? Like, I don't know. I never knew if that was true.
So
or not.
Fucking dumb.
But I know, like ecstasy pill. Like, fuck, come on.
Yeah.
But anyways, They dropped a Trump bombshell on us today. Trump endorsement. It's an endorsement of Mr. Donald J. Trump, our president. Like, so he let's see, let me pull it up. Here we go. This is from I believe it's Washington Post. Let's see. Okay. CBS News, excuse me. The Taliban on Trump, quote, "We hope he will win the election and withdraw the U.S. troops." This is so dystopian, dude. Like, this is so fucking weird, dude. Just the headline, you're like, what? Like, okay, Republicans pro-war. That's all I heard.
Yeah.
Fucking every, Republican administration,
Yeah.
which is they are in theory, right? Like they definitely are, and I think they're pissed at him. There's never Trump Republicans because he doesn't go to war, in my opinion.
Hold on, they bring COVID into the.
Yo,
dude, what they
come on. This is by Sami Yousafazi.
Okay.
Yousafazi, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sorry. But President Trump's reelection bid received a vote of support Friday from an entity most in his party would reject. I like most. Yeah, like Mitch McConnell's like, nah, I like him. Yeah. Taliban. Yeah. Okay, have you ever sat down and chilled with the Taliban? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's one of those guys, like they're good in small doses. And So Taliban spokesman, not even going to try, told CBS News in a phone interview, "We hope he will win the election and wind up U.S. military presence in Afghanistan." The militant group expressed some concern about Mr. Trump's bout with coronavirus. "When we heard about Trump being COVID-19 positive, we got worried for his health, but he seems he is getting better." Another Taliban senior leader. Is there a board? Is it like a capitalist group, like a board of directors of the Taliban? Like
he's like their
suit and tie guys.
He's like the PR guy.
Yeah, the suits. They're like Taliban fuck up. They blow up the wrong house. And they're like, fuck, corporate's gonna hear about this. You fucking kidding me? Yeah. It's like, do not send the report to corporate. But a spokesman. You know what I mean? Like they go out to the fucking podium. You know what I mean? And like do a presser. I mean, I guess they do pressers. Honestly, like it's just not usually a lot of press involved. But they got the webcam game strong. They were like the OG webcam people.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any more like just bullshit in here. Mike Pompeo, boring. Joe Biden told Face the Nation that that the U.S. should draw down, but also keep a residual force. Love that. Use of the residual there of several thousand people to make sure we have a place from which we can operate what should Al Qaeda or ISIS gain capacity to strike the US? Like, so. Trump said, and this is fucking bullshit to me, I don't believe this at all. President Trump said all troops should be home by Christmas.
Yeah, it's like I saw Sean McCarthy tweet like, "All right, bro, like do it already." Like, fuck, Yeah,
it isn't hard to do.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I'm saying like you could. Yes, I understand. Literally taking down the camps, like you have out there, that probably takes a year. No joke.
Yeah.
But like to withdraw troops and then just send some like construction bros over there, or like whatever, just like hey, who wants to work? We'll pay this fucking this salary or whatever to go work over there and fucking take it down. Why can't you get that emotion?
Yeah, dude.
But nonetheless, dude, break this down. Where did that take you, dude?
CIA.
CIA.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? And what kind of like do libs really read that shit and go like, oh fuck, dude, he's worse than we thought?
Definitely the boomer libs, I think.
Oh my god,
I definitely think the boomer libs, like, because a lot of them are anti-war just as an aesthetic. They're like, I have to tell my 21-year-old girlfriend that I'm 56 that I'm anti-war. You know what I mean?
I guess what I'm saying is like when the CIA workshopped that, are they thinking like, well, number one, I think they brought COVID into it, and I think what happened, like Trump got better from COVID. And they're like, fuck, or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And are they just like, are they doing this thing where they're like, all right, we're going to get Taliban to support, we're going to say that Taliban supports Trump. And we're also going to get it to swing to where if you support Trump, you actually want the troops withdrawn. So you're actually, are they trying to do like a pro-anti-war swap thing?
Exactly what it is.
It's like,
and they're trying to, I think what they're doing is both parties are like, no. This is not going to change.
Well, remember
what they're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you can support the liberals. This is not changing.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure these dumb social hollow changes happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what the liberals are going to do. Conservatives against that. Sure.
Remember the Russian bounty thing earlier this year?
Oh, that was fucking dumb as fuck.
So obviously someone's really digging into this. They're not giving this up, dude.
Which to people like us
is like,
I
what
mean,
does that mean?
I will not vote for him.
Deep state.
But like you are not building a case against him in my eyes.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's how I look at it. Will not vote for him. Like
Biden's to stay in Afghanistan, bro, dude.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like Biden could have just lied, and that's how fucking cucked he is by like the MIC.
It's like the 1 year he stopped lying, dude. Like literally, it's the 1 1 year he stopped.
It's a side effect from the dementia pills. Is like he just turns into fucking what's that? Liar. You know what I mean? Like Jim Carrey, liar. Like Joe Biden beating the shit out of himself in a bathroom. Like, fucking this pen. This
vape pen
is raw garden extracts. Yeah. But, they're just putting.
It's just the fucking shitty CO2.
He vapes too hard, and then they had to just put like fucking shitty like liquefied dementia pills in his vape. That would be the only way he would take them.
Yeah.
The whole cartridge in a day.
Raw, dude. That sounds dope.
No, I was thinking because like John Hickenlooper drank the fracking fluid supposedly. I was like, dude, could you vape it? Like,
that's Tom Steyer's job, dude. That's fucking.
Tom Steyer guy makes it into tabs and puts it on his tongue.
Dude. Like dude. Yeah. Oh my god.
But this thing, like, it's insane, dude. Because like the liberals used to lie and be like, we do not like war. We wish we could get the things, but the Republicans in the Senate doing that dance, right? Not really.
I think running Biden ruined that for them in a way, because it's just there's no case to be made that he's anti. You know, there's no clips of him being like anti-war in his life.
Nothing. He doesn't even lie, and like he's just like
Obama. You could if Obama was like FDR, you could have 4 terms of like war shit, you know, forever, dude. Yeah,
I know.
But bro, this is sad. Like literally, it's almost like it'll never end until we revolt. Like it's at that point now. Like it's just we're never gonna get that.
It's a nice segue to what we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah. So, dude. Yeah.
It's a nice segue. But I would stay on this for a little bit. The fucking Taliban. Like I just like. It's
what
funny.
are they even up to, dude? Like how many members?
Like, what's this guy's name? What's this guy? I don't know what this guy's name. I can't. His name's.
Let me see it.
You know, Sami.
I'll give it a shot.
Give it. Yeah. That sounds even better that you give it a shot. Actually, let's go.
But just to clarify, the Russian bounty, Sami Yousafzai.
I think you nailed it.
Yousafzai.
So I think.
But the Russian bounty thing like fell flat. Like no one believes that. Like they manufacture these headlines, and then by the time they do the correction, like 2 months later, it's like, oh yeah, sorry, you know, like the South Park, like we're sorry, we fucking got that one wrong.
But I like the idea of like, and I'm not sure how they got this fucking statement. Who knows, you know? Or obviously I know how they did, but how they're saying they got this statement from, is like I'd be like, hey, am I speaking? The Taliban spokesman answers the phone. It's like, hi, Sami Yousafzai here, New York Times. Can I get a statement on the election? You know what I mean? Like, is that how did you get this information?
Yeah.
That's how
it sounds like he's talking to like the.
Phone interview, CBS News. Come on.
Or a guy that witnessed like a gas station explosion. Like, I was just standing there, and you know, it's just like his like, you know,
drop the audio. First off, drop the audio of the entire conversation. How about that? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, I'll believe
we're gonna hear Obama come out of his cave in like fucking like 3 weeks, and you know how he comes out every like 3 weeks to do some crazy like like anti-leftist, or pro-war type shit.
I know he's all hang gliding in fucking Hawaii on Instagram, hang gliding like everywhere, and then he's like, Michelle, I gotta make a little statement here real fast.
He's got the.
Did you see when he was on the shade room? When he was on the shade room, you know the shade room. It's like kind of like a a thing where it's like, look at these 3 black celebrities that hate each other, like kind of like gossip type call.
Oh, okay.
But like Obama did like a little presser like with them, and he's like, Obama here. You're listening to the shade room like that, and I just started laughing my ass off. I'm like, what? Like, did he just, I bet you he was fucking with it while he was the president. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, Jay-Z did say that in that rap line. You know what I mean? Like, I do remember that. But
that's so funny.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, you were saying something about Obama.
No, I was just saying. She said Hawaii. He's got the Mark Zuckerberg sunscreen white face on, dude.
Yeah, the nose, like the lifeguard, the zinc nose,
the
like
zinc
that.
nose.
I could see it. Yeah.
Oh my god,
dude, and that's like honestly what he should be doing. Just go do that.
Yeah, dude.
Just go do that. I'm not gonna come after you, man. Like no one's gonna come after you. Like not. I'm saying no one that's like a revolt. You know, they're just whatever, dude. Like just go fucking chill. Go do whatever you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Taliban, dude.
I know. I like
do Zoomers even know what the like?
Yeah, you know, I forgot about the Taliban.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I was just like the Taliban. Like,
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Bro, it's the same, dude.
Do you remember the "Come, Mr. Taliban, turn over Bin Laden"? Remember they used to like play that? Like it was like, hey man, that's like kind of a racist like rendition of that song. They used to play that like some dude. They were like, it was like the Weird Al, like the racist Weird Al, like that they would play. That would. Like would come in. Like, all right, we're gonna do a Gangster's Paradise one eventually. You know what I mean?
We got to get through this Taliban shit first.
I got a couple Dolly Parton ones back there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my
dude,
God.
we are being asked to vote for not even neolibs, dude. The neocons, dude. It's like the neocons. They've taken over bro, with like the Lincoln Project and all this crazy shit. Like it's taken over, dude. It's over, man. It's like I don't know. If something doesn't come out like. If there's not some People's Party shit that legitimately gets off the ground from this, like we are fucked, dude. Like it's over, dude. We're fucked. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The only answer is like
the next
populism.
Trump won't be as cool, dude. I know everyone says that, but like I really believe it. You know, like
it's gonna be Bill Gates.
I didn't even think of that, dude. It totally will.
Bill Gates versus Jeff Bezos. No, I don't think it's going to be that. I'm just saying.
Neocentrist, dude. Yeah.
Well, although they'd both be trying to run as Democrats, so I don't think that would happen. It would be like
Bezos would just fund it, dude. He would just fund it.
The primary is just like Bezos, Zuckerberg, and Gates debating each other in the primary. Fuck, dude. Hey, dude. Honestly, I'd have to like leave the country. I'm not gonna lie. Like that one. When people say I'm moving to Canada and they're bullshitting, like that person, I'm not Canada doesn't even. I can't even trust Canada. Like that was too close to what that. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna buy Canada. Like if that happens,
dude, fucking exactly.
With us, hell yeah, fuck yeah. Damn. No, you're that. Doesn't that send chills down your spine?
This is sad, dude.
Like,
no, dude. Yeah, this is like
because it's not. It's
crazy.
Like not unfathomable for that to happen.
I'm not even saying that Trump would even do it or that he's authentic in saying that. It's just the fact that like he can't even like LARP about it without getting like the CIA headline treatment. You know what I mean, dude?
I like that Trump like can't keep a secret. That's one thing I do love about Trump. Like, and I don't love the secret. You know what I mean? I'm saying like at least like that's why I think they take away his fucking security clearance and all that kind of shit. They're just like, dude, fuck, stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's up there. Like it's like JFK. Do you know what happened?
I'm not even saying he's like, there's people that argue that he's harm reduction, unironically and stuff like that, and like, I don't know, man. I know who he is. The thing is, I think like I don't think the deep state wants him talking shit about the Iraq War like he did in the debates and stuff. Like I don't think they'd go that far to like double fake us out or anything like that.
Right.
But it's just, dude, it's like,
they're not building a strong case.
That's how he beat Hillary. He's been like, he voted for the Iraq War. It was a bad decision. Yeah.
Where's the lie?
Yeah.
He's not good, but he's not also not telling a lie,
dude,
in that statement. Like, and people still can't piece that together. Like that, all this stuff. No, it's rough, dude. Like fucking, I'm telling you, I could see. Like
the worst part is that they literally it's so crafted, dude. That piece is so crafted. Just the fact that they brought like coronavirus and Biden into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I do agree with the Felix Biederman take though from Chapa. I do agree with it that had Bloomberg been the nominee. That's worse than anything. Had Bloomberg been the nominee, there would never be a non-billionaire president. You'd have two in a row.
That's a good point.
Like I think that would have ignited the fucking Bezos. Like that would have been like, I'm gonna run now, because they all do dick swinging contests. I mean, no one's over 4 inches, but still, they still do the fucking They got like this shit right here. Like I won. Yeah, that's a raw cone pack.
Wonder who would. Wonder who would win, dude. Yeah,
who would win? Yeah, I think Gates. That foundation shit is fucking
dude. Yeah,
really?
Unless he fucking dropped like a couple mil on the surge or something, the fucking surgery. Yeah.
What surgery?
Are we talking dick size here? Don't they have a surgery or something?
Who would win the dick? I think you're talking about who would win the nominee. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I was talking
clearly not Gates. No, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, I was like,
no, one of those dudes got a hog. One of those dudes got a hog. Like Steve Ballmer probably got a fucking 10-incher. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, likely.
Yeah, like no, I could see that. Just like big veiny fuck like that. Like I could see that.
Yeah.
Fucking that young Frankenstein dick. Like that's what he looks like. And
Frankenstein's monster, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I could see it. Again, if you were building Frankenstein, would you give him a small dick? No.
Gates would.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, here I'm giving him the I'm working on my Gates. Actually, what I'm thinking is I'm going to put it here, and I'm If he had a large cock, he wouldn't want to go to battle. They used to castrate the soldiers.
That's like Jordan Gates Peterson.
Jordan Gates Peterson, which would be honestly worse than Jordan Peterson. Like, that's the problem.
You need to just practice. If you're working on your Gates, you need to practice talking about COVID with like the coy smile at the end of his sentences. You know, where he's like, this pandemic.
This could kill 200,000, but it's going to be the wrong 200,000, if you know what I mean.
And he's just
dude, that guy sucks, man. And, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this, whole election. I don't see. I can't. Here's the thing. If Trump is the harm reduction candidate, and like there's still like a tiny % chance that he is, if you're looking at how can we make the country progressive from an administration, right? Because neither of them are, but which one? Maybe I can listen to a case. I actually agree with some talking points on that, but my problem is I don't believe in harm reduction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's why I can't follow class redux, dude. Where I'm just like, bro, like voting for the president is beta as fuck. Like
he knows, dude. I listen to them. I listen to them, and like
I know he's like,
literally everyone's like, I get it, but nah, like you know what I mean? That's what they say, and I agree. Like it is what it is. Like I see what he's saying. Like he's not. Like he's right as far as like imperial, 1,000%. We just said that. He's not
afraid to say it, which I respect.
I can't do it.
You know,
I just can't do it. To me, I can't.
Never gonna.
I
just
did
stay
it
home.
once.
Just
I
go on a
did
vacation.
Fucking 2016, and I'm like, I fucking hate myself for it. You know what I mean? Like,
just go on a little 3-day vacation. Just do anything but do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I just won't. I'm sorry. Like, but yeah, what's
because not voting is a choice too. It's like it's not like a You know what I mean? It's like I'm undecided. I'm not being offered anything. You know, like I understand. Like if I don't know, man. Yeah, exactly. It's just dumb. Yeah.
And it's like to me, I'm still I'm so fed up with the electoral system. I just can't participate in it unless it's a law, like an actual measure. Like there's a prop in I want to say it's Prop 22 in California, where it's basically it's the most sham fucking thing where Uber drivers and Lyft drivers can stay like independent contractors, which is the worst thing. They should be employees of the company. Like and they're saying like, oh, these companies will shut down, and it's like, what does that say about the company? I understand that some people are thinking like, look, dude, this is literally how I pay my fucking rent. I know it sucks, but this is supplemental income and this makes ends meet for me. I understand, but holy fuck, dude, these companies are so invested in all this shit. I doubt they fold them all up. I would call the bluff personally.
So, totes, dude. Totes.
Exactly. And like, I like the thing. I'm in the chat with a couple people, and they were saying like, I love the idea of comparing that to like OnlyFans. It's almost the same exact thing. Like they're independent contractors. Like it's all supplemental income for them, but why can't it be primary? Right. You know what I mean? Like why can't they be employees of the company? OnlyFans is a bit different because it's like based on like consumption rather than you're not dispatched to like a driver. You're not like, they don't dispatch like a OnlyFans chick to you. Like, you know, you're like, fuck, this is what I got. You know what I mean? Like, they don't do that. So it is different, but I'm just saying it's the same concept of why that's not ethical consumption. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're independent contractors. It's like, I was an independent contractor, temp. Bullshit. It is a fucking bullshit thing.
Because our whole society is like that now, you know? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's no, and less people in the government are for the other way around. I'm sorry. Like they're not. And I'm even talking about, I haven't seen AOC talk about it. I haven't seen, you know what I mean? And it's in California. It's a state thing. I get it. But it's huge in California and New York. And probably Texas. Those are probably the 3 biggest states that Uber and Lyft are in. And it's like, she should.
Do you see the Uber billboards that they put up about racism and shit?
No. What is that?
It's like some shit. See if we can find it. But it's something like, basically, it's like, if you're a racist, delete our app now. It's kind of like one of those.
Where's my phone? Let me delete it. No.
What would be cool if Lyft was just like, It's cool.
We don't judge. Lyft. Yeah. We don't see color. Lyft. Yeah, just shit like that.
Lyft is so much rawer, dude.
It is
so much rawer.
No, it's facts.
Not because of what I just said. That was a joke.
No, it is. But given the choice, I pick Lyft. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never used Uber actually. I have, but not personally.
Dude, their surges are stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because it used to be like how I got to work, honestly, like for a while because I didn't have a car. But but yeah. So you said Uber racism billboard.
Yeah.
It's got to come up. It's Twitter, right? Got it.
Search on Twitter.
Boom. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What am I, a beta? Google? Let's go. Boom. If you tolerate racism, delete Uber. And it's underlined. It's like a URL when they do that. And then in subtext, it says, Black people have the right to move without fear. Uber. What the fuck, dude? I mean, yeah, obviously I agree with that statement. Like, yeah, I have the right to, I'm just saying, like, dude, it's so funny, man. It's so funny the culture war that happens with this shit, man. Like, we're never going to ever find a common ground, I've come to realize. It's getting bad.
It's bad, dude. Well, what's crazy is
you're committing like literal workplace wage slavery over these people.
Yeah.
Like, no, like it is. I'm sorry. And I know people think that that's like hyperbole at some point, but it's like when you realize what you could have as opposed to like what you generate for that company, it's they don't do anything to your car. Yeah. You buy your car, you run it into the fucking ground.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you can finance a car through Uber. Oh, I can take out a loan? Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick,
you know what
dude,
I mean?
Yeah. They're literally leeching off. Oh my God, dude. It happened again. I need to stop doing it. It's happening less and less, but I got into it's like an argument with one of those.
I like when you go hard on Twitter because you win every time. It's crazy.
I got into just another one of those. If you're a socialist, like, well, you got an iPhone, then, bro. Nice. So I did the whole like, you know, thing, and they're like, taxation is theft.
A new fresh take.
I'm like, bro, you get taxed for your income. You bought an iPhone. You were taxed buying the phone. Right. you for a phone that was created with basically slave labor in China with suicide nets.
Capitalism allows you to find the lowest slave wage labor to create it. Yes.
You gave them your money to Apple to steal tech that was created through your tax dollars, like Wi-Fi and GPS and everything. And they didn't pay taxes on it. And you're taking the claim like taxation is theft. I'm like, oh, cool. So Apple is the winner here, right? And they're fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Boom. Bro, I'm giving you the arrow on the bullseye emoji right there for that one.
Like, they're just they're just not that bright, dude. It's just,
no, it's just like it just sucks because like
I get it. No, it's like their anger is justified. Like, you know, shit's being stolen from us. It's like, yes,
our tax American. I agree that American taxation, and it's probably not even for the reason they agree.
Exactly. Yeah.
I do agree.
Totally.
If you take all my money and give it to like the fucking military, it's theft. I'm sorry. Like if you take 40% of my money
and you don't kick me a free iPhone. That's the thing. Like if the iPhones were free, then we wouldn't be having this discussion. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. That's what socialism is. If we paid for all that shit, and then we got
to a job,
and then we got the product for free because we prepaid for it. But no, we have to pay for it like 17 times, and they don't have to pay for it at all. You know, and they just get it's crazy, bro. It's fucking
funny stuff, man.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, is that her name? I think. Yeah, Whitmer. Yes. Whatever. Right. But she, not important to the story at all. But are you not name checking a woman's name?
Yeah. Oh, so the woman's name you won't check?
It's like, sorry, I screwed up. Yeah. Well, joke's on you. I screwed up a Middle Eastern person's name earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Do it to everybody.
We're fucking racist and sexist, dude.
I love it, dude. Bro, so, let me go to the old bookmarks here. Gretchen Whitmer, right? She was the plot of a kidnapping, or somebody plotted to kidnap her, right? And I don't know exactly how they found it. I haven't read that deep into it, but the guy's name is Joseph Morrison, and there was just a lot of takes that happened because nothing happened. It was a plot. Right, it was a plot to kidnap the governor of Michigan.
I heard everyone was going off, and it was like some FBI entrapment. I don't know if I believe that or not, but like I don't know anything about it, you know. But,
Well, I thought it was off like some Google shit. Like he was like legit like going like ham on Google, which beta, sorry, bro. Like if you're gonna do that, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me bring up this browser, this super secret browser that does not steal my information.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Google. It's like, dude, VP, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not a real
go, dude. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. But Walter Bragman brought up a tweet. Well, like I thought this was more polarizing than the actual story, right? Was Walker. Sorry, I called him Walter. Walker Bragman.
Oh yeah,
country music ass name, dude. Walker Bragman, like or a NASCAR driver, and he says this is the home of Joseph Morrison, one of the Michigan men recently arrested for his plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Can we acknowledge that maybe economic circumstances play a role?
Maybe he says maybe, dude. Yeah,
play a role.
Yeah.
In radicalizing people.
So let me
read the tweet with like lib eyes, SJW eyes.
Yeah.
This is the home of Joseph Morrison, one of the men recently arrested for his plot to kidnap
a white supremacist.
Can we acknowledge that race does not exist and money is the only thing that stops everybody from succeeding, and there will be no more racism if this happens?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they view that as. That's what happens. I think I clipped hella bad on that audio. I apologize to the listeners. That's okay. But it's okay to clip every once in a while. But and he does a thread. Who cares? Like he's doing like, hey, it was one of those things where it's like, dude, just tweet that and mute it. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, stop. And so there's all these people, right? Like white check journalists come in there and they're like, that's a normal house with 2 trucks in the driveway. It looks like my parents' house. I'm not
2
racist.
Trucks in the driveway. Isn't that truck broken in half?
Yeah, no, there's literal garbage around the truck. Like literal garbage. Like around
the truck's not driving off the lot.
I mean, no. Guy could be a slob, dude. He's a libertarian. But like it could be a complete slob. But and he might have a little money, it might come from a little money. I don't even give a fuck. That's that's the thing. Like he's obviously not a fucking like trust fund kid like half of these white check journalists. So like and so people, right? It's what people did with this story is class reductionism, right? Is like that's what they're calling him now. It's the binary thing where if you believe that a class-based revolution should happen, it's that you don't give a shit about racism. It's that you don't, you're actually kind of downplaying and erasing, the discourse of racism when you do that, right? That's what this is all coming down to. And the fact that the mass shooter thing and all this kind of stuff, where a lot of them were done by like white supremacist weirdos and people are often, Dylan Roof got Burger King, like, which agreed, like that's bullshit, right? After shooting up a church and like cops like kill unarmed black people all the time. I get that thing, but I don't think that's what was happening here.
It's hella, dude. I don't know, man. It's just another one of these fucking things, dude. It's like
culture war. They make everything a culture
war.
No,
it was crazy. All the videos of the bros that they arrested were like, what were they saying? They were saying like,
I think I have one. And I will say, let me get to the bad before I get to the good, because the guy, I will say this, he is not what we had, like what you and I support, because I did do some digging up on him. The dude's like definitely like got my AR-15, communists fucking beware. Like he was like had all these. No. Like, he was definitely one of those.
We're never supporting these people. We're just saying we understand. Like
exactly.
It's like
because I'm just saying. So before I play clips and like be like, look at him heroizing, because that is what the accusation is. You're heroizing, like you're downplaying like white supremacy, violent white supremacy, right? I understand why people say that, because there are conservatives like Kyle Rittenhouse, all that kind of shit that was happening that definitely downplay that shit when it's bullshit, right? Like it is.
I'm way more tripped out on the Kyle Rittenhouse thing than this shit for some reason.
First off, like, murder happened. Second off, like this is a guy Googling something.
Yeah.
You never had a questionable Google search, and
Lord.
But no, I'm just saying, like he and like I could be getting it wrong. Maybe he had a further thing, but I'm saying there. Look, first off, like I think you should be allowed to talk about kidnapping governors. You should be allowed to.
What? No, just kidding.
I think you should be allowed to,
bro. I don't know how. How can you be so lib to lock down every fucking state for like half a year and expect this shit not to go down? You know what I mean? Like that's my whole. Like, how could you not? Come on, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this isn't a COVID thing. This isn't a. It's not one of those takes. It's like.
No, it was a mindfuck for a lot of people, dude. Like the lockdowns. I'm actually grateful that I went back to work in I think it was June. I'm actually grateful that I went back to work, because like I was starting to kind of like get weird. You know what I mean? Like just not weird in the sense, because I am weird. Like I was still consuming the same things I consume, but I was just
when you're weird for you, you know?
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? And I was like, nah, like I got to get back to it. You know what I mean? I got to get back to it. Like I understand, like some people, like we work really long hours, like weeks at a time. So I understand some people were like, dude, it was kind of cool to have like get $1,000 a week and kind of just like spend time with my kids. You know what I mean? And then by week 3, they're like, I need to get the fuck away from my kids. So like, you know, that thing happened. But like, I will say, of course, all this crazy shit's going to happen. You know, of course, all this crazy shit's going to happen. And Gretchen Whitmer was like super Nazi lockdown Michigan type
authoritarian,
shit.
dude.
Yeah. And Michigan is definitely like, has a lot of the like Ted Nugent weirdo bros, like with guns. Like there's a big hunting state. And then you got like the kind of like Michigan liberal people. So it's like, it's one of those states. It's a swing state. Yeah. And so like, again, happens in a swing state, right a month before the election. I don't think that like just based on what actually happened in the story, like I could see if they showed up at like the governor's mansion, like what's up, you know what I mean? Like I get that that's a story, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't think that if it's not a swing state a month before the election, we're hearing a lot about this.
Well, there's a lot to dig in. What's the God, this is just so fucking dumb to even talk about without it's you have to walk on eggshells and shit like that.
Exactly, because I'm not trying to fucking defend like a white a white supremacist thing, but I also hate the fact that it's another Dylan Roof, he was not Dylan Roof. He didn't even do it. First of all, second off, like he didn't go into we were talking about punching up. He attacked up. You know what I mean? Like he was. Up.
That's the thing. Are we like are we supposed to? Ever like she was doing some crazy shit with lockdown. Like, are we ever supposed to hold anyone accountable? Are we just supposed to like the thing? Like that's why the left has like zero revolutionary tinge to it whatsoever these days. You know, there's none. There's no. You know, like we defend the Black Panthers' right to arm up because that's obvious, right?
Yeah, dude. You need something, you got to go get it. I'm sorry, that's how it is. Like,
but it seems like people aren't even down, and I understand why today. We've talked about this. Why today people would be trepidatious about that because it's in self-preservation. They don't want to get attacked by the cops or whatever.
Yeah,
like fuck like that.
No, it's a sacrifice.
That's reasonable. Yeah. But still, at some point, we all got to come together. Are we gonna fucking fix this shit or not? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying these guys had the right idea, but I was listening to their videos. I was listening to their manifestos. You know, and one of them said, like, Trump is not your friend. You're a fucking idiot if you believe that Trump. I think I have that video. I was gonna play it. Let me. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's good. And then the other one was saying that, like, he was saying what everyone said. Like,
yeah, and if you could just focus on that and be like, okay, let's build something off of this. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about your fucking, you know, takes. Well, after that, that's what we fight over after. You know what I mean? The nuance in it, and I'm totally with that. But like, so I do have his video here. Let me put it up. It's I think this is not the guy whose house that was. I've determined that. Okay. In the Walker Bragman tweet. So it was not that. But let me put it on share with sound. They need to stop with that. Making that an option. But here we go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are going to keep robbing us and keep controlling us. That's where the problem in this country is at. It isn't with you and me. It's with these people, these politicians that keep robbing us and taking our money and putting you against me when we're facing the same problems in this life. When we're doing the exact same thing.
Let me stop it there. I think that puts a lot of people off. This white guy, saying we're facing a lot of the same problems in life.
Yeah.
Now I get what he's saying, and he might be like a racism downplayer guy. I'm not saying he isn't. I don't know him, and he definitely the "don't tread on me" guys kind of can lean that way sometimes. But because he was like, you know, that's how they were. That was kind of their politics. They were kind of anarchist, libertarian kind of thing. And he might be like that. But I understand that a lot of people, especially kind of like super woke people, will just be like, you do not have the same problems as a black person. Like, and yes, that's true. I agree with that. But especially if you,
I agree too.
If you go his income level with his black person versus him at the same, I totally agree that he would have privilege. I totally agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I do think, but I think with white privilege, there is an income, like you have to at least be in the same ballpark income wise for the, you know, look,
I think a lot of like white privilege comes down to, it does come down to when you're upper middle class and you just don't have crime in your neighborhood regardless of race, and it's like
kids are raised in that perpetually because you inherit land. You inherit land. Black people were not allowed to own these lands. They don't have generational wealth. This country denied them the right to have generational generational
You know who
wealth.
talks the best about this is fucking what's his face? Oh fuck, why am I blanking on his fucking name, dude? The stand-up comedian, the Canadian bro. No, oh my god, I'm so dumb, dude. Theo Von, dude. Fucking Theo Von.
He's not Canadian.
Isn't he? Yeah, he is. What?
Theo Von is from fucking Louisiana, dude. He's like the most Cajun guy of all time.
Am I tripping?
I don't think you're talking about Theo Von. Theo Von got some crazy takes. Like, I love Theo Von, but
no, Theo Von's got that bit where he's like,
he's a poor white guy. He was a poor white guy, so he always kind of he's got that. He kind of goes the other way with it sometimes. Like, I'll give him, I mean, I've heard it, but nonetheless, like, I just wanted to go on. I think that's shit like that to the woke, like, college kid mind. Like, that's kind of like, it puts it off like that. So
working to support our families, but yet somebody's putting a bug in our ear for racism or they're just better than you. Nobody's better than one another. Everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time if you got two legs.
I just jump into that shit.
Nobody's better than one another. Driving a car. It should be illegal for them to make a law to protect you for your own safety in your vehicle.
Oh, see,
you paid for that vehicle. Whose right is it to tell you to wear a seatbelt? I mean, seriously. Whose right is it to tell you to wear a seatbelt for your safety in your vehicle? What sense does it make to be told to be safe, to be forced to be safe, to be ticketed?
Turn the news down,
if you do not wear a seatbelt in your car that you paid for, that you paid the taxes on? You're being forced. See, that's what I'm talking about.
This is where the libertarians like, shut up.
It's time for people to start stepping up and stepping back.
It's like, my bad, dude. You got a seatbelt ticket one fucking time, dude. My bad. Like,
my dad never wore a seatbelt.
I remember that. I remember you said that.
Because he got in an accident once, and
to be fair, he never suffered the, like the downfall of that. So he said he got helped from it.
Yeah, he would have been cut in half if he was wearing a seatbelt when he was like 18. So he's like, never wearing it again. I'm like, okay. And I don't know. This dude's he's just a fucking
dude,
like libertarian, bro. And he's like, he's like downplaying the race thing, but he's like,
he probably has some racist takes. I bet he does.
The whole thing with these guys that I can't get down, they're like, it's the governor's fault. I'm like, yo, the governor is like a fucking a stormtrooper for capital, dude. At this point, it's like you could cut them all down and they'll just be replaced and it'll be the same ass problems. It's true. And so, but it's like the frustration is real, and it's like you're a fucking lib if you're not frustrated with these governors. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna say that. It's like,
I posted that today. And some people were like, dude, Newsom, like, come on. I'm like, dude, what? Fuck that,
Newsom,
dude. Like,
dude.
And Garcetti, they were like, not simping. They weren't simping. No, I know this guy. He's cool. He's cool. He was just saying, like, he's one of those guys. He's like, I'm gonna vote for Biden, but I don't expect shit. Like, he doesn't have the thing. Like, he's like, that's what I got to put my vote down for. Like, so he doesn't do that, but he'll push back a little bit on the local stuff. That's fine. He knows his stuff. He's not like uneducated. So I will say that he was saying, he was just saying, like, man, I don't know. I thought the cutting off the utilities, like, which they, and I will admit, I was a little bit wrong. They weren't really doing that. The Garcetti cutting off the utilities, that didn't end up like really manifesting. You know what I mean? Okay. I think a couple rich people parties, like big ass, like fucking like, couple hundred people parties, they did. But like, I guarantee you that was like the most like symbolic, like turn it off for 5 seconds and then turn it back on. But I could see that happening. But so I was a little bit wrong on that. But like, still, just the fact that you are setting a precedent when like people are like, yeah, cool, we don't want to get COVID. Like, so anytime there's some controversial shit happening, I'm scared of that happening. That's just the way, because I've seen shit like the more you research. But let me.
Also, if you don't want a sanitized anarchy system, like if you want a real revolution, that guy's going to be on your side. You know what I mean?
And it's going to have to work that way.
Exactly, dude.
It's going to have to work that way. And look,
you can figure this shit out later.
Afterwards, fight him after if you still hate him.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like
yeah,
it's one of
dude.
those things, man. Like treat it like an actual fucking army, where it's like you probably don't even like. You're like, fuck that guy, dude. But it's like at the end
Yeah.
of the day, like you're in the fucking army together. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so I hate to get all larpy with that. That's not even really what I mean. It's just a metaphor. But like, because all right, let me listen to the end of this video because this is whole. I know he's got a couple more gems in here.
Against the system, against the people in government, not the people that are standing beside him on the streets. It's time to go after the government for its overreach.
Yeah.
It's not their responsibility. What happened to the police departments to protect and serve? I watch too many cop cars fly by people that are broke down on the side of the road. That is not protecting and serving.
I love it. He was almost there. He was almost there.
Gone to harassing and collecting. Okay? I see live PD every day busting up people's Fourth Amendment rights, and nobody's standing up for it. And when they do stand up for it, they get thrown in jail. So they're showing people that it's okay to violate your Fourth Amendment.
Yeah, that guy's not going to choose the government over you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Even if he let's say all that racist. Let's say he is a racist. Let's just say that he's just a good old racist. Only hangs out with white people. Like doesn't like black people. Racist. Let's say that. I guarantee you, when it comes down, like if it really got to a us against them situation, I honestly think he'd do that. And then afterwards, hey, you might have a problem with him afterwards, right? But like I definitely think that. And look, we could be wrong. Like, you know, I mean, we could be wrong. I talked to some people. They're like, yo, man, I can't get down with this guy. And I'm like, look. He didn't go into a fucking go to harass black people. He didn't go to do that. Like he probably had some takes online. I've seen him posting like Pepe fucking like alt-right shit. I've seen it. I mean, it is that's probably a thing. He probably does believe that. And so I don't know, but a lot of that comes down. And he bites on the right wing culture shit, dude. He does. He bites on it, and and I hate that as much as the way people on the
it's dumb, dude. Yeah, exactly.
You can't just be like the build the wall, all that kind of dumb shit. Like fuck off. They need to sacrifice it as much as the left. I know I could sound like we go after the left because that's a little closer to where we are. You know what I mean? Like I can understand why people go, hey, how come? What about these fucks? Like it's true.
I just don't understand the time. Sucks. Yeah, I don't understand the timeline of. What do you expect? What do you like? Are we gonna fucking? We know shit needs to change. We know shit like this electoralism thing is failing. You know, it's the same shit year after year. We gotta fucking sanitize everyone's beliefs and get them all properly amped up before we go after before we redistribute some fucking wealth or some shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like
the order of operations is all messed up.
It's all messed up. We're gonna wait like 300 years and we'll lose every chance, dude.
No, this is the stalemate you reach every single time. You start building something. You're like, well, I can't be with that guy. You know what I mean? I just can't. And like I said, dude, I'm not saying be friends with these people. I'm not even saying that at all. Just understand that like you do have one common enemy, despite all your differences. You do have one,
and we all want the same thing. More or less, you know.
Like I said, dude, if there was, I was just saying this right now. If fucking somebody went, maybe I shouldn't say this, but if Gavin Newsom was just fingering through the North Face outlet, you know what I mean, like that, and somebody took a fucking $300 fucking long sleeve T-shirt from North Face and fucking wrapped it around him and took him away. Yeah, I don't care what that person's beliefs are. I'm like, all right, let's go. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I'm like, let's go. Even if I'm not saying harm, I'm not saying anything. Make a fucking statement. Like, because dude, you're out in California, we were getting walked on. I can't talk about all the other states. I don't live there. I'm just saying we're getting walked on by this like technocratic, hollow, woke shit where it's like I said, everybody commutes fucking 2 hours to go to work every day. They're almost literal zombies.
Also, if you're a climate warrior or whatever, wouldn't you be the one wanting to do that shit? You know?
I think it'd be from the right wing first.
That's what I'm saying, though, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Well, no, they're not climate. Are you talking about climate change?
Yeah. Well,
no. It wouldn't be. I don't.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, if
wouldn't you? You're saying
shouldn't you be on their level of fucking anger? Shouldn't you be on their level of anger? Yeah, but it's not
performative. Dude. It's fucking performative. All this shit, dude. You're building these people, and it's not the same exact people. I'm just saying, there's people building guillotines outside Jeff Bezos' house. Everyone's like, "This is so cool." It's like, would you drop the fucking knife on him? I don't think you would.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I don't have that in me. But at least I recognize that.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
People are like, no, I would.
No, it's
Definitely.
performance art, dude.
And it's like, I would, but then their day is fucking ruined when someone like, says something mean about them one time. It's like, no. Like, if you're going to try to do the whole soldier LARP shit, be a fucking soldier, right? Handle business. Like, like, I'm not even saying what that would accomplish or anything, whatever. I know there's a lot of performative shit on the left. And this guy was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how can you be that mad? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't get the complete outrage. Like I get it from the
I don't
liberals
think people,
because they don't want anything to change. But
and the left refuses to acknowledge the. You know, it's funny. It's so funny. They refuse to acknowledge the harm that lockdown is causing everyday people.
You're right.
Mentally, financially, all that different shit, and it's just so crazy, bro. Because it's like,
I have a good graph. While you keep talking, while you
why? You know why though? Because they secretly love it because this to them proves that like capitalism is bad and wrong and everything. But they're willing to like sacrifice the poor's on that altar to prove a point, rather than being like, "Yo, we get it, it's bad. Like let's get some." You know what I mean? It's just like it's crazy. So dude, I saw this.
You saw this? Okay, yeah. So Sean McCarthy, shout out Sean McCarthy, tweet, and he said just the most devastating anecdote in the WAPO story that includes this graph is the single mother in North Carolina who's lost 38 pounds because she's skipping meals to feed her children. She has to lie to her kids to say that she's already eaten, and people can't wait till February. I'm honestly not sure of the story he's referring to, but just look at this fucking graph, man. Like it's fucked up.
Look at that top 25%, bro. It's like it's all right. The fucking highest 25%.
Highest 25% earning. They took a little dip, sure. Right, They took a little bath, but look at it, fucking stonked up on they were like, look, we're gonna buy this, then we're gonna buy the dip and stonks, fucking go through there, and then like
taking a dip when you're top 25 is different than taking a dip when you're fucking
exactly. They're like, hey, cancel the Blue Apron, all right,
fuck,
but they're saying that. But then like look at this lowest earning dude. They're like, well, they did have a trajectory up here. It shot up. That's gonna lead to another dip. You're not a crypto guy, dude. Tell me where we're going after
it's bearish, dude. That's fucking bearish.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think you're right. This 25 shit's gonna go. Wow.
That's a dead cat bounce if I ever saw one, dude.
We're using little. Those are those crypto terms?
That's a stonk term, dude. Fucking,
okay, gotcha. Gotcha. And options game, Carl. Can you please come on this podcast? I'm gonna ask you every single day.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That's one of my.
Great,
Aren't you glad I told you about? Like, I just fucking sent you that guy. I was like, dude.
I love his sports takes, dude. Like LeBron passing the ball to fucking what's his face?
Danny Green. I had Green. To do it one time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
dude, that meme was perfect. I posted it last night, and it might have been too like weird for some people, but like I posted it, and like because it's exactly he's been terrible this year. Like he's been fucking awful. Like he normally
especially this deep range, dude.
Yeah, and that's what he does. Like that's the thing. It's like that's like if Brett Favre. It's like except for that 25-yard throw over the middle, like while being under pressure, he's been great. Like, and it's like, well, that's what he's good at. And like Danny Green's like just fucking clanging it off the rim. LeBron was like quadruple covered, which is what you do. Yeah. You don't let him fucking beat you at the end.
Yeah.
But like he was, and he passed it off to Green, and Green just clank like off the. And I don't even think he drew iron actually. And then I was like, I had to do it one time.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah,
like it'd be funny if he said that like after he made made the shot and he's like, I had to do it one time, did the hat and everything.
So funny. Yeah. Hold up, just another sports thing. I didn't know fucking Gronkowski was on the Buccaneers with Brady again.
He followed the bottom followed his top.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. What's up with that, dude? Yeah.
Well, I mean, jeez.
They lost. Did they lose, right?
They lost to Chicago Thursday night. Yeah, that was a good game. My boy that I missed.
They were both 3-1, right? I think.
Yeah. Look at you. I love it. And
let's go, dude.
This is you're getting back to it. I can see it. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And exactly. So no, it's anyways, with the thing, like I said, if somebody's gonna like try to take shit down, I'm down, because taking shit down, it doesn't need to have an agenda to an extent. Now, I do question this guy's like, what do you want, man? Like, do you want no seatbelts?
Yeah,
Whitmer, like fucking seatbelts. You know what I mean?
Like,
what he's gonna do, because he does have that a little bit of that to him. But like I said, it doesn't.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even fucking disagree with that take, dude.
Yeah.
If you're a driver, maybe passenger is different. But
I'm just wondering if how do you translate that to your kids? You know what I mean? Like where it's we don't believe in seatbelts, and your son's 4 years old, bouncing off around in the fucking 1950s. That's true, dude. Fucking that's what I'm. I just look. I'm not a fucking authoritarian guy, and I don't believe a seat. It's just the same way I don't think masks are authoritarian, but I think it's better to just err on the side of fucking caution with a seatbelt. I'm just saying, man.
No, I agree.
Look, okay, if you're solo by yourself over the age of 18, no seatbelt, but that still involves a law, and that's still to this guy. I don't think that's gonna work for him. So I agree with that. But if you're fucking
the problem is all this authoritarian shit. It never leads to anything cool. It's not even dystopian, because dystopian implies that things are kind of cool and kind of work, but except for this one big elephant in the room, And that's with the shit today. It's just there is none of that cool shit. I guess I don't know. We have iPhones and shit, but it's I don't know, man. It's
iPhone that you socialists don't deserve.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and but no, I wanted to see. I had a couple other takes bookmarked, some cringe lib takes.
I don't know. What do you think about calling do you think those guys are white supremacists?
Maybe. But I don't believe
exactly.
But I don't. I look. Okay,
it's a maybe. We don't know. I don't know their takes on.
And I can't just throw that.
But what I'm saying is
around. Yeah.
What I'm saying is every headline immediately goes to the white supremacist card. That's what I'm saying.
That was my whole problem with this thing, was that you're gonna lump him in with Dylan Roof, and it doesn't matter if you're wrong.
And we're gonna be accused of being defenders or some shit. And it's
you can isolate a clip, and I'm just saying you have to. I hear this conversation happening person to person, but I never see it online. So it's I know that this is not that bad of a take. I just know that you'll talk about it at work. You even talk about people of other races. That's not the same thing. I was jamming somebody today, same thing. And he's just that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not Dylan. And you're not doing any favors by, it's not
words should matter. You know what I mean? It should, we should call, if they're dipshits, call them dipshits.
It's the same thing with fascism. Trump's a fascist. Okay, then what is fascism though? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's okay. This guy's a Nazi. Okay, he's not. He's just a fucking racist. That's two different things.
Yeah. Dude.
Exactly. You can't just
when did this happen, dude? When did this?
It's been brewing for a while. I think. I don't remember, because it's I didn't get into the crazy part of political Twitter for a long time, so I don't know. Maybe it was just there when I started going. I kind of for a while I kind of felt well, I'm not right wing, so I have to have these takes, right? So that, and I kind of was it never felt right, but I was I can't not have it, right? And it's like I said, and I don't think I'm saying anything wrong, or you're saying anything wrong about what this guy is.
The thing is,
he might be racist.
And I've thought about this a lot. I never for once in my life have felt that we don't need to work on race shit in this country or in this world, never. But it's just so obvious that
it shouldn't be some fucking Pfizer sponsored anti-racist program.
Bro,
that isn't gonna.
That's the dystopian. That's the shit that we're gonna look back on 100 years and be like,
remember that part of the debate? I think I talked about it last time.
Yeah.
The part I found very beta was Trump saying when Biden, because Biden used the whole I don't trust a vaccine from you type thing, which was a dumb, I was okay, it's not gonna be from him, you know what I mean? And then Trump goes, oh, you don't trust Johnson, Pfizer, like that, and I'm just fucking shut up, dude. You do?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Well, that's where his money is. I mean, I bet you he's riding along on both those companies right now.
Dude, Trump's got some shit strategy right now, dude.
He's a bad businessman. He never was good at business.
And the thing, he's getting caught up in this. He's getting caught up in the political world. The thing that made him a star was not doing that. You know what I mean?
That's why, when he says shit like that, I'm I can't vote. I cannot. I just can't do it.
No, dude.
Yeah, I can't.
He's a fucking chode, dude.
Exactly. So this is what I wanted to, because I saw you quote tweet this, but I just wanted to get to the tweet. David Atkins, right? I saw shout out.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Everyone's those guys, dude. I didn't even know
the account, Ghoulie and stuff. A listener, shout out. But said that was kind of a Warren supporter. I've seen him. I forgot he had a brother. I thought they were both one person. So I thought it was just because the takes. I mean, it's you could interchange the Avies on them. But so Sean McCarthy again, fucking Sean McCarthy is down to strap the fucking gloves on and go. He's fuck it, I got you want to fucking you want to go, he'll go. He's always in the middle of these, and I respect him for it. He's usually holding his own. But So his big thing was like, Sean McCarthy's pushing the economic thing, and I do think there's an economic thing to it, but I also think like, hey, you shouldn't be racist, right? Like, I think we can look at the symptoms of why people become racist, but there are some people that voted for Trump because of the build the wall and all that kind of shit. They did.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe there's a deeper union job thing that we need to get to. They probably don't.
Bro,
support unions.
my mom's neighbors are racist as fuck.
Yeah,
she moved back to her
so
fucking hometown, right? They have some weird takes, and I'm like,
even
the shit that makes you like
yeah.
literally cringe, like literally, you're like, what the?
Yeah. It's like that jarring, like I said, Saving Private Ryan noise starts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, dude.
Shit, like unfiltered, right? You cut the filter off.
Did you know that George Floyd beat his wife? I'm like,
I've heard so much worse.
Like, oh my god, dude.
Bad,
yeah, it's so bad. Yeah,
yeah.
It's like such an excuse, you know. For
so David Atkins, Sean McCarthy was arguing like, look, like he's like, these people don't have power to do actual racism, and it's like, look, he could commit a hate crime. I understand what people are saying, but I see what he's saying. They don't have the power to like actually like be racist to an entire society. So I do. It's there's nuance to this take, and they're both taking the binary thing of it, in my opinion, on this. But David Atkins says, stop infantilizing them. They have agency. The poor racists and the rich racists are in a knowing, mutually agreed alliance. Cite your sources.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Didn't Dave Chappelle have a whole bit on this? Like, literally, that was his last special. Was like fucking. He's like, I ate dinner with these motherfuckers, dude. They do not. Yeah,
the reason that people get mad at the poor racists is like, you're not profiting from this. Like that's why and I agree. You're gonna be a racist poor motherfucker. You're not helping. The same way if you're being some woke fucking dork poor person. You know what I mean? I think it's like, dude, you have to adopt almost like, I hate to say it, like not like a soldier mentality, but kind of just like eyes on the fucking prize type situation where you're like, look, I just find out what you want.
Yeah.
Right. There's no identity, no ideology attached to it. Find out what you want, because we all probably want close to the same thing.
Yeah.
Economically.
And human nature and comfort and safety. And
the rich poor alliance, is that like the gay straight alliance in school? Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, there were like 4 gay guys in that group. You ever know
LGBTRP? Yeah, fucking
But that was remember like gay straight alliance? It was just 4. It was 3 open gay guys and 1 like he's like that was how you're like, okay,
alliance. Dude.
Hey, respect, brother, but we know, you know what I mean, type of thing. And awesome. It always, but it's funny because like, what alliance? You can't just say that. I'm sorry, like you can, but what there? Okay.
Also, isn't that dude like rich white dudes?
He wears a scarf. I think if you wear a scarf and you're not in like fucking terrible weather, I'm like, you're flexing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so he got, I'm trying to see how many likes. He got like hundreds of likes on that tweet. Like, and it's like, and it wasn't even the main tweet. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you guys eat this shit up? Like, that's the Warren type thing. And even if so, wouldn't Elizabeth Warren be part of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
like
that's the thing is,
like, so you support that or what?
So it's weird. You either have to, well, that's exactly what it is, bro, is if you're upper middle class or upper class and you're white, or then you have to use all this weird like wordage and like kind of you have to use this weird wordage and verbiage and this emotional fervor about this stuff to quote unquote separate yourself from like the George Soros whites and like the MAGA whites. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine if you're rich and you're white, as long as you denounce it, right? And say that like
not with your money.
With exactly, dude. And so that's what they do. It's like a white guilt thing, dude. And I'm not saying that in like the traditional sense. I'm saying
you're not actually like you're not guilty enough though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're guilty enough, hey, like put some money on it. You know what I mean? Like, real money behind like infrastructure, not some organization that's going to funnel 2% of that into a school, like one school, like a real do it. You know what I mean? Dude. So it is. You're absolutely right.
And I'm definitely not. I don't believe that. I'm not like an anti-wealth money, bro. Really, I'm not like, I don't think making, high 6 figures or mid 6 figure, whatever. I don't think that's bad, bro. Like, honestly, I think that's doable for people.
Yeah.
I think we can create so much. Wealth for everyone in this world, and it's really not, but the thing is, but just own it. Just own it. If you're that, that's why I like that's why I like rich dudes that own it. You know what I mean? They don't try and like make themselves
like
into
Cuban,
like some
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, they don't try and just make themselves into like some like like some social justice fucking clarion call of like, you know, and they're
like Mark Cuban's like, I don't want socialism. I get why people want it. I don't want it because I'm fucking rich. That's like his take. Like he's just like, what do you want to say? Dude. Yeah. What do you want to say?
Yeah. And it's like, I don't think abundance is bad. I'll say that. You know what I mean? I don't think having like an abundance of opportunity and, you know, things to do for your kids and everything, but we could share that with everyone.
Yeah, and like you said, you trade, right? And like you trade, and that's what you do for a lot of stuff, right? But like you've even said it on this podcast. I remember from a long time ago, you were like, "Look, I can like live with a higher capital gains tax. Like I trade because like it's fucking sick.
And,
like you know what I mean?"
And I'm under no illusions that like when you trade, you're not contributing anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're not fucking like, let's be real, you know. So the contribution comes, you got to spend your money and circulate it, you know what I mean? If you hoard it, that's like fucked up, you know. That's like, it's just a bummer that I worked in restaurants and literally had like starvation wages and shit, and
people fighting over tips and shit.
Yeah, dude. It's like not starvation. I'm not trying to make it like
dude, the food service industry, I mean, especially out here, like nobody can live off it. They have to drive Uber as soon as they get off work.
Yeah, man. And so it's like, it's a bummer that like people that actually contribute value struggle, and then people can just like jerk off on a computer and, you know, and like some charts and, you know, pump up some wealth and everything. And I'm not there yet or anything, but I'm, you know, it's just like one of those weird things. It's the guilt that comes with wealth is huge. And the thing is, like, if you are wealthy, you got to handle that guilt. Otherwise it'll manifest in like dumb shit like that, you know, like blame, dude. Poor white people are the scapegoats now, dude, because they got us Trump and they got us everything, but we refuse to acknowledge.
Because I agree, they don't have power like to do that. You know what I mean? To like give you a president. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Like that, they're just vote. It's all they buy into the culture war shit because it's all you have. There are no material gains. That's why people get into culture war shit, because there are no material gain. We don't ever get shit, honestly. Like and like
minimum wage to spend the same. For
and
like
I think their culture is wrong. I think that culture belief is wrong. But you can't just pretend like it's something that you're not raised into or something like that. Like I hate when people say, "Oh, don't blame it on your parents." It's like, I'm sorry, dude. People listen to their fucking parents sometimes. Like and whether that's after at a certain age you should grow out of that. But it's like, fuck, dude. If you instill it in a fucking child's brain that something's wrong. So it's
how can you be a fucking leftist and not just understand the basic concept of root cause of versus symptoms? You know, that's my whole thing. How could you be that? And at the same time, just fall so easily into this trap of blaming people for that they're essentialism, that they are born a certain way and it's bad and evil and we have to root it out. You know? Yeah.
Completely agree.
The thing about like billionaires, you know, we can take all the billionaires' wealth, and they'd still be alive and they'd still have mega fucking wealth and could live extraordinary lives. You know what I mean? The thing about like,
I don't even want to kill them. I'm like, why would I kill them? Just take their fucking money. I don't care if they die. Like,
yeah, dude, cap them at like 250 mil, dude. Or if you want to go really hardcore, if they're really fucked up billionaires, like cap it at like 1 mil and just let them like live like a fucking like, you know, let them live like a fucking like, you know, like a dentist or some shit for the rest of their life, you know, like going to
like a dentist, who could
going to Applebee's and shit, you know,
who could do that?
But you know what I'm saying? Like literally, so we can, and I get the whole thing. Like it might get ugly. We might have to like fuck some shit up, but we don't have to. We could. This could be easy.
I think to get that system, we might have to, man.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
I'm not. But, when I say we, it ain't gonna be me. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying like we don't have to other people. We just need to redistribute. But with racial essentialism, and thinking that literally people are incurable and that there's just no way to weed it out of people, and that it's just gonna be like I never understand what these people, what their solution is. What are they? You know, besides like Robin DiAngelo seminars and shit.
They want to. Is that like, the white fragility?
Yeah, dude. It's like
classic. Yeah. No, well, that's the solution: is make money off anti-racism literature. That's the solution to them. Is just like, oh, I'm gonna write this book as a white woman to show how woke I am. That way, I get money and woke points, and then somebody's gonna find a tweet.
Bro, her rates are crazy, dude. She's raking it in, dude.
Oh, did you want to hire her to get on this podcast? No.
be dope, dude.
Would it? Yeah, no, we would blow up off of it for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know which direction we would blow up, but
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
we that would be the one you do the episode with that race and disagreement. The liberals package it as us being racist, and then a bunch of Pepe people following us.
What I don't get, like Chapo had a whole episode trashing the white fragility lady, Robin DiAngelo or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it kind of is like this straddling thing going on. You know what I mean? Where it's like she's cool to make fun of because it's just so over the top.
I think their Patreon got too big. I mean, and I'm not even anti them having it. I just think that it's kind of gonna water down your takes when you start making that kind of money. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that, you know, if we were so lucky to ever get that big, I would have to try to not do a Patreon because like it's in your head. You're like, if I say that, oh fuck, there goes $20,000 of our Patreon. You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what's happening with them. Now, have they always been kind of lived out? Probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and when I say live, we're not saying I understand they're not fucking Biden supporters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, no, I just with that live mentality of not being materialist and stuff like that. I maybe they've always been that way, and I've just progressed past that point. But like, I think when you do start making like $50,000 a month, and a lot of your contributing patrons are probably some woke like PMC people, it probably is.
Yeah.
Their humor kind of caters to that. I will say, but like, you kind of can't say certain things, I think, at that point, because have you seen their fucking, when they do those subs and like, it's even like one kind of like sentence like that did in an hour and a half long podcast, you know what I mean? That was like that. People, I can't believe Amber said that. It's like, who cares? Dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck if we get scrutinized like that. I'm not gonna lie, like it will suck. But I'd have to just mute. I have to just go offline at that point. Like,
dude. Yeah.
I'd have to just be like, I can't just read every criticism, man.
That's what Nick Mullen's doing, right? He's like, honestly, I'm kind of over it too. It's like we're not even fucking.
Oh, I'd burn it up and still go in, but I would like find a news goal, just shit like that. Like I don't care. I'm not gonna like stalk the page, but you know, hey, that day's still far away, I guess.
Have you ever thought of like what happens if you followed like 20 accounts and they're all like Zen Buddhism quotes and shit like that? You know what I mean? Or like,
and then your followers are still your followers. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. How positive could you make your Twitter?
We'll do that for sure.
Yeah.
We'll do that for sure.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know, man. It's just like time will tell. Like I don't know. I don't know how can we as white dudes, like us groveling and just being like, we're sorry, our white privilege, blah blah blah. No. Like even if it's that doesn't help material interest whatsoever. One lick. It's I don't get how we can move forward.
We're gonna need a material gain to happen first, I think. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, to be like, okay, wait, these motherfuckers know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna have to be something crazy where it's going to start out weird at first. People are going to be like, nah, a bunch of white dudes trying to fight for this shit, I'm not in. Like, I could see that happening, but then actually getting it implemented and then being like, okay, because it's got to be something, because nobody believes it, because it hasn't happened. Even with the people that are doing it, hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Like Medicare for all, right? Maybe that's too big to start with, but like just something big, like in a state where it's like you got rid of a bunch of non-union labor and like put in like union, like just certain small things like that. Which is why I'm a proponent of, if you don't know what the fuck to do and this shit's driving you crazy, radicalize your workplace. That's my number one thing. That's all you can do. You know those people. You know how to talk to those people that you work with. You spend more time with them than you do your family.
Atomize it, get down
just
and dirty.
Just fucking break it down. Get it
and
down.
9 times out of 10,
stop trying to yell at journalists. Like stop. Like, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be all races and shit working together in that scenario anyway.
We talked about it last episode. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's like you have that understanding with a lot of your coworkers. If you've been in a company for a long time, or just like you see them so much that you can probably, I've done it. I've got a couple people to realize like where it's like they're like, some of them are like right wing, kind of like not so much invested in right wing stuff, but if you
they went
issue for issue on them, they're like probably right wing.
Yeah,
but like I talked to them, I'm like, look, we can have this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like we can get this. And you don't have to be with me on, you know, certain things after that. But like, you know, you know how to talk to your people, radicalize them. Don't worry about like online culture shit. I got to tell myself that too. I still do this shit for fun though. Like I find a way to have fun on Twitter.
Well, it's real life and it's not, you know what I mean? It's like both. It's kind of one of those weird, we make it real life.
Because you spend time on. I mean, it's like you're in real life on Twitter. Like you're in your real life, but you're looking at Twitter.
Yeah,
like it's kind of weird.
And I just don't like. I'm always down. I want to improve in my life. I want to check out my like biases and stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm at a point where I'm just like this shit. We've been doing this. It's like I don't see the I don't see how we get from like Robin DiAngelo to minimum wage increasing. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen that way.
Why do you want to rob D'Angelo? I love his
Yes.
movies.
Yeah. It's fucking slaps, dude.
Yeah, if somebody robbed D'Angelo, I might have to kidnap whoever did.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Gretchen. Yeah.
Gretchen Whitmer.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, honestly,
What do you think about all the takes like when it's like she's a woman governor and she was all those
I forgot to bookmark that tweet. I was like, so let's just see what. Let me check the white people, the white people checklist of the thing. So this guy is a good guy. Nope, didn't say that. He kidnapped or threatened to kidnap a woman governor. It's like why does that matter? Like, why does that matter? I nowhere in these videos he's saying anything about women. I mean, maybe he has women, misogynistic takes, like we said. But I don't know, man. Like I thought I thought we covered it pretty well. If you disagree, just let us know. I mean, I don't care. I'm always down to talk about it. I don't get like put off when someone's like,
come on the podcast.
I know we need to get some like posters on here, like some good posters that we like. Just get them on here. I like that. I'd like to do that. And just talk, like, just because it's fun to hear people, because I listen to it. So other people, like FedPost does it, like they'll have somebody like, hey, I like that account, let me listen to this episode. They got quadruple G on there this week. This week I'm like, I love that dude, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
So but and nonetheless, I think that's about it for us. But
cool. Yeah,
it was a good one. Follow us on Twitter. It's down below on YouTube, but I'm at Glen Rockney. He's at Crypto Sci. Follow the podcast Twitter at Rare Candy Pod 1, and just it's been fun, man. We need to keep it going. It's getting some new listeners. It's been pretty cool. Like just people, like, you can see more people kind of checking for it, which is nice. Definitely don't do huge numbers, but it's like the people that do it, they're repeats, like they get it latched on, and I still see the play coming from them every week. You know what I mean? Like I can see it. Like, so it's cool. Like that's cool to know that, like, people, dude, these are an hour at a time. And like people listen to that, and that's
wild, dude.
I know, because I do it. I listen to podcasts. I'm not one of those leftists that pretends they don't like podcasts. I love podcasts. So they get me through. I drive a lot at work, so it's perfect. But it's fun. So you got anything else?
I think we're good. Yeah,
I think we're good. All right. Well, peace out, folks, with an X.
Peace.